Okay, next we have to differentiate this. So this is going to be product rule because we have two things being multiplied. So we're going to let u is equal to x squared, and our v is going to be our cos squared 1 over x. du dx should be pretty straightforward, 2x. Now dv dx, this is going to be a little bit more complicated because there's a squared in there and the angle is a fraction. So what I would do is to do this little part. Now, don't forget to come back because it is product, but we're going to go over here and we're going to do it really as if it's, as if it's a brand new question, basically that, is completely separate from the other. So we're going to use some substitution here. So if I use substitution, I'm going to let u equals to 1 over x. So what ends up happening is I have cos, so y is equal to cos squared u. Now, with this one, my substitution is 1 over x. So my du dx, in fact, before I do my du dx, I need to move that up. So sorry, I will just backtrack there slightly. So u is equal to x to the power of minus 1. So du dx is the minus 1 is going to come to the front, and that's going to reduce down to minus 2. Now, over here, I need to do my dy dx, but dy du, I should say, but that's first of all going to be cos u to be squared because of the square there. So the whole thing is squared. So I'm kind of doing the chain now in here. So when I go to do my chain, I'm going to do dy du, and I bring my power to the front, and whatever's in the bracket remains, and I reduce the power 1. And then don't forget, you always have to do what's in your bracket. So what is in my bracket? Well, in my bracket is my cos of u. So my cos, when I differentiate, becomes minus sine. So that's going to be minus sine of u. Now, before I piece it back together, I just should bear in mind that my u is in fact 1 over x, and my minus sine u is also 1 over x. Now, I need to piece these two back together. So back together here, I would end up with minus 1x to the minus 2 multiplied by 2. I'm just going to put them all in brackets so we don't get confused. So this is the entire piece here now at the moment. Now, this here is going to ultimately become minus 1 over x squared. Technically, this is 2 over 1. Here, again, even though the angle is a fraction, technically these are all over 1. So one thing I notice is that I do have two minuses, one there and one there. So that's going to overall be plus. So I end up with 2 cos of 1 over x, sine of 1 over x, all over this x squared. Now, don't forget, that's not the end of the question. That is just that part. So that needs to go back up here as part of my product. So 2 cos of 1 over x, sine of 1 over x, all over x squared. So now I do my product rule. So u times, now I should be writing my product rule here. I'm just speeding it up for the video. U times dv dx. So I'm just filling this in. Plus, so u times dv dx plus v times du dx, which is 2x. Okay. Now the x squares cancel there, so that just ends up being 2 cos of 1 over x, sine of 1 over x. This is 2x, and it's cos squared 1 over x. Now you're basically done at that stage. You could factorize out the common 2 and the common cos of 1 over x. It's not really going to make any major difference to the question, but it's, I suppose, the tidiest version, and you're done. And that was 10 marks.